Hello. So now I'm going to really try with this now. I'm sorry about the really bad and blurry art presentation video last time. So let's just get to the case now with this. So I'm using this YouTuber uh, video for art tutorials and learning how to draw, and I'm going to use multiple different content creators throughout this process. So starting today, I have decided to watch a person's video. I think the channel was called Pikat, and I got a lot of surprising information from that I actually wasn't aware of or didn't really think about that much. So I'm going to try and write down with this and then draw with this book right here. I threw out my sketchbooks out of really bad jealousy and hatred over my heart over my art and other artists' work that they put a lot of time and effort into learning and putting. So I'm going to be using this. It's not really a sketchbook, but it will work. And so for the video that I watched, um, some important things I've learned were that obviously, of course, that art is for everyone, and that even if you think you're too old for art, then oh dear, I should have really done better with this. But if you think you're too old for art, then a great saying that the YouTuber had was that if you feel that you're too old for art, then 10 years ago was the best time, then and now is the second best time, because if you look 10 years into the future, if you look back 10 years from now, then you're going to wish that you began sooner than later. And that's always stuck with me, but I've always kind of pushed it down because of how much I hated my art, how much I hated how slow my progress was, and that I was jealous of so many people's work and effort and how much they put attention into, well, the basics, into making art. I've been drawing since, no, I've been taking art seriously since middle school, but I've always stopped, and it's never been the greatest. I've even stopped a lot in high school and kept trying to start over, which was a really bad working method compared to another thing that the YouTuber said, and many other artists also say, being that um, that your work are milestones, and that I don't know how to explain it, but it's but our work is like are like milestones in a way. I'm sorry about this. Um, so what else did I learn from it? I've also learned to try and practice. Oh dear, I'm not really comfortable with the camera. Oh my goodness. Like practicing proper lines so I don't make shaky sort of things. So practicing fundamentals. Some fundamentals that I did learn that were surprising, and I should probably give fundamentals their own section. I'll give it a section in this page. But fundamentals, I've had to learn them multiple times in high school and middle school, and I've always never really been good at them, and I've never really decided to hammer them down. I knew how important they were, but I just didn't want to do them. And the YouTuber Pikat had this. Oh yeah, they had this really, really, really nice. What's it called? The word. This nice suggestion where you just draw from your imagination or for fun. Oops, yeah, I don't have that. Yikes. But you draw from your imagination and for fun, and then you look at a reference and study the reference to see what you did differently from the reference, whether it's small details, big details, but never really too harsh on yourself, probably. They didn't explicitly say about like how you should treat your drawing compared to a reference similar to your drawing, but I do think that that is something that is a thing that artists, especially me, I'm very much self-projecting, I'm sorry, but I do feel that artists should not be too hard on themselves, because it tends to, while it can help us a lot, if we handle criticizing our work, it can end up doing really bad things. Like, again, I ended up being stupid, and throughout all of my work from high school and all of my sketchbooks, because I was that upset over how slow I was progressing. So artists shouldn't be too hard on themselves. Oh wait, I already I just realized that I spelled the sentence wrong. I am so sorry. And I forgot to put two between B and hard. Sorry. But I do like that. I do like the tip where you just draw from your imagination or for fun, and then you look at a reference and then study the reference to see what you did differently from it. And that's really sticked out to me from that one. Oh yeah, I also should put never throw out work. They are your milestone. I'm sorry for how rough my commentary is still. And I've gotten a bit better at projecting my voice. Oops. And I'm not really sick anymore, so that helps a lot. So for fundamentals, from what I've learned during my years at school, I've learned that shapes are very important. Lines are also very important, as well as white space and colored space, where it's like if you have like this box, for example, and then you have this line. If I shade one part in, then that's field space, and then the white part is white space. Or at least that's how I understood that part. I might be very wrong, but that's what I learned a lot. There's also dimension, which is involves 3D and 2D from what I've learned, as well as shading and the color theory, which the video also goes over mentioning color theory for fundamentals. And the color theory is what I've also shown off in my really bad slideshow of what I've done. It's just there to help me, but I've thrown it out, but at least I have a picture of it, even if it's really blurry and a bad example of the color theory, probably. I do think that, yeah, there's more. There's perspectives. While perspectives weren't part of the main, like, beginning of me learning fundamentals, it was very important to still learn, and it makes sense why I had to learn about perspectives later, because learning about perspective was going to be much more of a jump compared to color theory, which also needed its own lesson to be expanded on. And then shapes, lines, white space, dimension, and shading are also need a lot of things, but they are simple enough to start with that you can get the simple idea with. So I'll write simple. Probably it's not really great, and I'm not really great at writing when I'm nervous. Sorry. But for perspectives, I did learn about bird's eye view, which is looking over something from on top. So like if so like this is the video. This video is technically bird's eye view. And if you look at this pencil as if it were a skyscraper, then you can see how it's different. It's not a good example of bird's eye view, since there's like more drastic and simple examples, but that's what this sort of is. And in contrast to bird's eye view is a worm's eye view, which is looking at something from the ground. So if you're looking up at the sky, if you're looking up at a big skyscraper or a tree and you're on the ground, then that's it. And I think there's a, I forgot what the normal one is called, but I think it's called room eye or normal eye. I don't know. But these are the two main ones. And then, of course, the one that's straight ahead is another one that I can't really remember the name of. But I remember worm's eye and bird's eye view. And some things that I've learned were from Pikat's fundamentals video, where that I had to, where that some fundamentals to study were 3D objects. Hello. So I looked back at the video, and with 3D objects, it's more about perspective, but I'll put the image right now. But it's more about breaking down 3D objects or objects into shapes and other forms of that. I don't know what it's called. I forgot the name of it, but that's what the video really meant. And oh my goodness, I actually forgot. I'll show it up on the screen right now, but yeah, that's, I can't believe I already forgot it within it. But it's really cool, and I was actually surprised that they had many books dedicated to them. I did not know that studying 3D objects was actually something that was that big. I knew about dimension, but I was surprised about it. So I'm going to try and draw from imagination and for fun first. So this one. And then I'll look at a reference right now. Okay, so the footage ran out, but I cleared up some space for this. This is not a sketchbook, but it'll work for now. So for something fun, I guess we can try and draw I'll draw I actually don't know what to draw. Let's just draw a treasure chest, I guess. So a treasure chest is usually like, oh my goodness, I am. Oh yeah, I should have practiced my lines. Wait, I should have done that instead. I'll also do my lines too after this really bad chest from bird's eye view. Not bird's eye view. Yeah, it looks like a cupcake already. Oh my goodness. Sorry for how bad this commentary is. Oh my dear goodness. I actually don't know what. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to not throw this as much as I hate this. This is not a chest. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm looking at. If I look at it again, that is not a chest. I'll just put the date so I can remember it. It should be the 3rd. Unless I overslept. It should be December 3rd, 2024. And I don't think I'll look at the chest yet, so I'll just practice my lines. Okay. And I'm using a sort of similar example that's Pikat did, where you kind of just draw lines and then circles you can also add, or even curves like this. And then you trace over them to see how, not see how, to really practice your proper lines. Like that. Oh wow, that's actually nice. Okay, now I can see why. I already messed up my curve. If it's not obvious, I'll zoom in here to make it more funny. Yep, right there. Oh, I should actually keep the video zoomed in. That'll actually help a lot. And oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just keep doing that. But yeah, this is actually going to be really helpful. Oh man. Can I actually only do horizontal lines? Oh man. Well, I'm doing a lot better than I expected, but it might be average. I don't know. I have to stop comparing my results to like if it's average or not. If I am doing a bad job or having a hard time, then I'm having a hard time like right now with my lines already. But this is really, 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 really cool. And so we have this, and now I'll add in a line. Right, I should do this. I'll add in a line, and I'll look up. Oh, there's already a chest. I'll look at this chest from the cow. We were going to donate this toy chest, but I guess we haven't donated it yet. So that's going to be helpful. And I already see how different that chest is. And it's already from a different angle. Oh dear. So okay, it's like I really need to learn how to use the cube. Wait, I should put it here. All right, and let's do it. So a difference with them was that I made my chest too squishy, I guess. My chest is a lot more squishy compared to how stiff chests tend to be. Like this one here, which also is going to look like a cupcake. I still don't know how to really... Oh wait, is this actually it? Still looks like a bucket though, but it's something. Yeah, it's not great. I'm not good at still life either, but it's a lot more different. Oh my goodness, I still don't know how to add dimension and shading. Well, because I literally gave up, and oh my goodness, I forgot so much. I forgot everything, I think. There's also a big difference where there's a lot of dimension added to this. And while I tried to add in dimensions to mine, it didn't really end up being dimensions. I'm not sure if this is a good study, especially for me, but I think it's working. Or at least I hope it is. And oh my goodness, I am sketching the same lines too much. Then I'll add in some of these so we know that they're a bit dimensional. Not the best, not really great, but I am at least happy that I did do this, as uncomfortable as I am making this. It's not as great as the actual chest, the actual toy chest, but it is somewhere there. So I hope that it's going to... Okay. Yeah, I hope that I can at least continue this streak, because I'm going to be juggling a lot of different things, which is not really the best idea. But yeah, and one thing that I really liked that my sibling taught me was about with curves is to practice them by adding a squiggle like this, and then you just do this, like, so you press on the line and then you curve it like a banana, and then you can see different ways to learn how to do it. So if I have a string like this, and we'll make it a sparkler. No, we'll make a ribbon, I guess. And then if I want to do it like that, then I somewhat did, even if it's not really great. But yeah, it's like that. Again, I really need to catch up on art, and I hope that once I do relearn how to do art, that I just don't give up and I don't get jealous of it. And I'll promote Pikat's video and channel in the description, because I think it's really, really, really cool and really helpful. I'm very thankful that a lot of art channels are making tips and that there's a lot of info for people to learn. I happened to just found their video upon searching for art fundamentals, and that's what I got. Goodbye for this video, and sorry again.